Appearing young for one's age is more than a matter of skin care or diet. It's a spiritual state, a byproduct of living in harmony with oneself. When we stop struggling to be something we are not, we stop creating resistance in the body and mind. The wrinkles of worry, the stiffness of fear, and the gray of regret all begin to fade when we let go. Youthfulness is, at its core, the natural state of being. Just as a river does not age as it flows, we remain ageless when we flow with life instead of against it. This doesn't mean neglecting responsibility or avoiding commitment. Instead, it's about embracing these things without clinging to them, without letting them become burdens that drag us down. There's a profound and subtle beauty to living in the present moment, a beauty that often radiates outwards, making people appear younger and more vibrant than their years. While we may look to skin care, exercise, or diet as the secrets to youthfulness, the most powerful change can come from something internal, the way we engage with the present moment. To live in the present is to allow yourself to exist fully in the here and now, without carrying the heavy baggage of past regrets or the endless anxieties about the future. Many of us feel the weight of time because we are constantly torn between these two extremes. We cling to what has already happened, or we anticipate what might happen. This tension ages us, creating stress that manifests physically as lines, tension, and a sense of fatigue that can cloud our spirits. The present moment, however, is free from all these burdens. It is a place of timelessness, a space where worries about age or appearance seem irrelevant. When we allow ourselves to sink into the present, we begin to experience a certain lightness, a feeling that mirrors the innocence and curiosity of youth. Children, for instance, are deeply connected to the present. They are not worried about tomorrow or regretting yesterday, they simply are. This is why children often seem so full of life, regardless of circumstances. As we grow older, we lose touch with this presence, but when we regain it, we rediscover a natural state of ease and openness. Living in the present also means cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying full attention to the task at hand, to your surroundings, and to your inner experience. It could be as simple as feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, or noticing the taste of each bite when you eat. When you are mindful, the mind is calm, free from the constant chatter of regrets or worries. This calm state reduces stress hormones, which have been shown to cause inflammation and other signs of aging in the body. By staying connected to the present, we prevent our bodies from living in a state of chronic stress, which allows us to appear more vibrant and youthful. There's also a sense of spiritual rejuvenation that comes from being fully present. The present moment is, in a way, eternally renewing itself. Each second brings a new opportunity, a fresh beginning. When we engage with life in this open and accepting way, we naturally cultivate a joyful, light-hearted energy that others can feel. This energy is what many describe as agelessness. It's not a denial of physical aging, but rather a celebration of life that exists beyond physical constraints. Ultimately, living in the present is a gift to ourselves. It allows us to experience life more deeply, and paradoxically, it helps us defy the passage of time. When we let go of our attachment to time, we begin to see that youthfulness isn't a number or a look, it's a state of being. Embrace the present and let its timeless quality radiate through you. In a world driven by societal standards, we often find ourselves weighed down by expectations of how we should look, act, and live based on the arbitrary markers of age, success, or appearance. From the moment we are born, we are told what milestones to reach, what roles to play, and how we should measure ourselves against others. This constant pressure to conform to societal ideals not only causes internal friction, but also accelerates the aging process mentally, emotionally, and physically. Letting go of these societal expectations is one of the most powerful and liberating acts we can undertake. When we begin to release the rigid and often superficial standards set by society, we free ourselves from the constant comparisons that weigh us down. We stop measuring our worth by numbers, be it our age, our salary, or the number of achievements we can claim, and instead begin to measure our value by our own standards. The moment we disconnect from these external expectations, we reconnect to our authentic self, allowing us to feel more at ease with who we are. One of the primary reasons societal expectations contribute to aging is the internal stress they create. Society tells us that we must look a certain way at a certain age, particularly when it comes to physical appearance. The pressure to look youthful, slim, or perfectly put together at every stage of life causes us to engage in practices that go against our natural rhythms. This constant striving for perfection often leads to feelings of inadequacy, insecurity, and anxiety, emotions that manifest physically as tension in the body and premature aging of the skin. But when we choose to release these societal standards and embrace the natural progression of life, we allow ourselves to age gracefully. This doesn't mean we abandon self-care or stop nurturing our bodies. Instead, it means we stop pursuing youthfulness as an external goal, and instead embrace it as an inner attitude, one that is characterized by acceptance, joy, and vitality. As we stop stressing over how we should look or how we should feel, we become more at peace with the aging process, and in turn, we begin to embody a timeless energy that transcends age. Letting go of societal expectations also allows us to cultivate a sense of freedom and authenticity. Many of us spend years trying to fit into molds that never truly suit us, whether it's in our careers, relationships, or social circles. As we release these expectations, we create space for our true selves to emerge. We find ourselves in a place of acceptance, where we no longer feel the need to perform for others or live up to external measures of success. This sense of freedom creates a kind of inner joy and lightness that reflects outwardly. In a world that is constantly pushing us to conform, choosing to let go of these external pressures is an act of self-love and rebellion against the constraints of age and time. It's an invitation to live authentically, in alignment with our true values, and to allow our inner radiance to shine through. The result: a sense of liberation and timelessness that can defy the ticking of the clock. By releasing the weight of societal expectations, we step into a life that is truly our own, free from the illusion of time and the constraints of external judgment. There is a profound magic in the art of letting go, of surrendering to the natural rhythms of life. This is the essence of what we call flow. Flow is a state of being where you are so immersed in the present moment that time seems to disappear. You are fully engaged, not distracted by external worries or internal judgments. In this state, there is no need to force or control. Everything simply unfolds as it should. Embracing a state of flow, whether in work, creativity, or personal life, can lead to a sense of timeless vitality, and it is often the secret behind why some people seem to remain youthful regardless of their age. The concept of flow was first popularized by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who described it as the optimal state of being, where individuals are fully absorbed in an activity, feeling energized, focused, and at their best. Flow is often experienced when we are doing something we love, something that challenges us just enough to keep us engaged but isn't overwhelming. It could be painting, playing a sport, writing, or even having a deep conversation. In these moments, we are not concerned with how we appear or how much time is passing. We are simply immersed in the experience. The beauty of flow lies in its ability to release us from the constant mental noise that often comes with self-consciousness, worry, or stress. When we are caught up in the expectations and pressures of life, we become disconnected from the present moment. We overanalyze, overthink, and create tension in our bodies, which can lead to signs of premature aging. In contrast, when we embrace flow, we relax into the moment and allow ourselves to simply be. This relaxed state lowers stress hormones, which have been linked to inflammation, aging, and other physical issues. The more we embrace flow, the more youthful and energetic we feel, regardless of our age. Flow also allows us to tap into our natural state of creativity and joy. It reconnects us to our childlike wonder, where the focus is on the experience itself, not on an outcome. Children are naturally in a state of flow. They play, they imagine, and they create, fully engaged in the moment without any concern for how they are perceived. As adults, we often lose this sense of freedom because we are caught up in achieving, producing, and performing. By learning to embrace flow, we can recapture this sense of vitality and wonder, which translates into a more youthful and energized way of living. Furthermore, flow encourages us to act in harmony with the present moment rather than against it. When we stop fighting or resisting the natural flow of life, we stop accumulating unnecessary tension in our minds and bodies. This ease of being, this effortless movement with life becomes a foundation for well-being. It is in this space of ease and joy that we access our deepest sense of vitality, allowing us to feel more youthful, energetic, and alive. By making flow a regular part of our lives, we shift from a state of striving to a state of being. Instead of chasing after success, we align ourselves with the natural currents of life, allowing things to unfold with grace. This shift not only brings a sense of peace and fulfillment, but also helps us preserve our energy, youthfulness, and vitality over time. In embracing the state of flow, we rediscover the timeless energy that lies within us, reconnecting to our natural rhythm and experiencing life with the enthusiasm and joy of our younger selves. The connection between our inner state and our outward appearance is deeper than most of us realize. We are often taught to focus on external factors, diet, exercise, skincare as the primary ways to maintain our physical appearance. While these are certainly important, they overlook a fundamental truth: our physical well-being is a direct reflection of our inner peace. When we cultivate calm, contentment, and emotional balance within, these qualities manifest in our bodies, making us appear more youthful, vibrant, and energetic. Inner peace is not just a spiritual or emotional state, it has profound physical effects. Stress, anxiety, and unresolved emotional turmoil can cause visible tension in the body, leading to tight muscles, furrowed brows, and even premature aging. When we are constantly in a state of mental unrest, our bodies respond accordingly. The chronic activation of stress hormones like cortisol can accelerate the aging process by promoting inflammation, disrupting sleep, and contributing to the breakdown of collagen in the skin. This is why people who are overwhelmed or anxious often look older than their years. They are carrying the weight of their emotions in their bodies. However, when we cultivate inner peace, we create an environment in which the body can thrive. This peace comes from letting go of worries, releasing past traumas, and learning to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life with a sense of balance. It is about accepting things as they are, without resistance or judgment. The more we practice inner peace, the more our body aligns with this calm state. Our posture improves, we move with more fluidity, and our faces relax, shedding the tension that comes from anxiety and stress. We no longer carry the heavy weight of worry, and the body's natural radiance begins to shine through. The physical manifestations of inner peace are not limited to the face or posture. Peaceful people tend to have more energy and vitality because they are not constantly battling against the internal chaos that drains their reserves. They sleep more soundly, which allows the body to rest, repair, and rejuvenate. They breathe more deeply, which oxygenates the cells and promotes overall health. In this state of relaxation, the body is better able to absorb nutrients and expel toxins, leading to a more youthful appearance and an overall sense of well-being. Moreover, people who reflect inner peace physically often seem to carry an ageless quality. It is not that they are immune to the natural process of aging, but they have learned to accept it with grace. Their peace with themselves and the world allows them to age in a way that is harmonious without fear or resistance. This acceptance of life, as it is, brings a radiance that no amount of makeup or cosmetic treatments can replicate. It is a glow that comes from within and permeates every aspect of their being. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, yoga, and self-compassion are powerful tools for cultivating inner peace. When we engage in these practices, we train ourselves to let go of negative thoughts, reduce stress, and foster a sense of calm that carries over into our daily lives. Over time, this inner peace becomes more than just a practice. It becomes a way of being, one that is reflected in the way we move, speak, and interact with others. As we cultivate inner peace, we not only find emotional and mental clarity, but also unlock the ability to reflect that calm outwardly, creating a youthful and vibrant energy that radiates from within. You said, Freedom from negative emotions expended into 500 words with heading and any ending sentence. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Freedom from negative emotions, the path to agelessness and inner vitality. Negative emotions such as anger, fear, resentment, and guilt can have a profound impact on both our mental well-being and physical health. While these emotions are a natural part of the human experience, holding on to them for too long can cause more harm than good. Over time, unresolved negative emotions build up in the body, creating tension, stress, and even physical illness. They also accelerate the aging process by depleting our energy, diminishing our vitality, and contributing to a negative outlook on life. However, when we learn to release these emotions and free ourselves from their grip, we experience not only emotional liberation, but also a sense of renewed youthfulness and vitality. Negative emotions are like weights that we carry with us, often without realizing the toll they take. Anger, for example, can cause the body to tense up, raise blood pressure, and increase the production of stress hormones. Resentment and bitterness can lead to feelings of stagnation, where we hold on to past wounds and prevent ourselves from moving forward. Fear, when chronic, can manifest physically as tight muscles, shallow breathing, and a general sense of unease. All of these emotions, when left unchecked, create a constant state of internal turmoil that can prematurely age both our bodies and our spirits. The first step in freeing ourselves from negative emotions is to acknowledge their presence. This means taking a moment to reflect on the emotions we are holding on to, whether it's lingering anger from a past conflict, the fear of an uncertain future, or the guilt of a past mistake. Denying or suppressing these feelings only leads to further internal conflict, keeping us locked in a cycle of emotional and physical stress. Instead, we must give ourselves permission to feel our emotions fully, without judgment, and without allowing them to define us. Once we acknowledge and accept our emotions, we can begin to release them. This process of release doesn't mean we forget the pain or pretend it didn't happen. Rather, it's about letting go of the emotional attachment to those experiences. Meditation, journaling, mindfulness, and therapy are all valuable tools for processing and letting go of negative emotions. Through these practices, we learn to detach from the stories we tell ourselves about our pain and begin to move toward forgiveness both of others and ourselves. Freedom from negative emotions is liberating, not just on an emotional level, but on a physical one as well. When we free ourselves from anger and resentment, our bodies no longer remain in a state of constant tension. We breathe more deeply, move more fluidly, and even our facial expressions soften. Our muscles relax, our posture improves, and we begin to feel a sense of lightness in both body and mind. This sense of ease and relaxation contributes to a more youthful appearance, as the physical signs of stress, such as frown lines, tension in the jaw, or tightness in the chest, begin to fade. Moreover, letting go of negative emotions creates space for positive emotions like joy, gratitude, and love to take their place. These emotions, unlike fear, anger, or guilt, are energizing and rejuvenating. They fill the body with vitality and spark a renewed sense of purpose and passion. When we allow ourselves to experience and express positive emotions freely, we access a wellspring of energy that keeps us vibrant and youthful. Ultimately, freedom from negative emotions is an act of self-care and self-compassion. It allows us to embrace life with an open heart, free from the burdens of the past and the weight of future worries. It enables us to live with greater joy, gratitude, and peace, qualities that not only enhance our emotional well-being, but also keep us youthful, healthy, and full of vitality. When we let go of negative emotions, we create room for the lightness and joy of life to flow freely through us, allowing us to age with grace and live with boundless energy. The concept of alignment, when body, mind, and spirit are working in harmony, holds a profound significance in maintaining both emotional well-being and physical vitality. In today's fast-paced world, many of us experience a disconnect between these three aspects of ourselves. We may focus heavily on physical health, neglect our mental or emotional needs, or suppress our spiritual desires. This imbalance can lead to stress, fatigue, and a sense of disconnection from ourselves, which ultimately accelerates the aging process. However, when we achieve true alignment, where body, mind, and spirit are in sync, we experience a sense of vitality and energy that transcends age, helping us feel youthful and deeply alive. The body is the vessel that carries us through life, and its health is deeply affected by the state of our mind and spirit. If our mind is filled with negative thoughts, stress, or unresolved emotions, the body will bear the brunt of it. Chronic stress, for example, can lead to physical issues such as high blood pressure, muscle tension, and inflammation, each of which can age us prematurely. On the other hand, when we cultivate mental clarity and emotional peace, the body responds by becoming more relaxed and vibrant. The physical effects of alignment are clear, better posture, smoother skin, more energy, and an overall sense of well-being. The mind is where our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions reside, and its role in our alignment is equally crucial. Our thoughts have immense power over our reality, shaping how we experience the world and how we treat ourselves. A mind filled with self-doubt, fear, or negativity can manifest in self-destructive behaviors, such as overworking, over-exercising, or neglecting our health. On the other hand, when the mind is focused on positive, empowering beliefs, it encourages self-care, healthy choices, and a sense of gratitude. This shift in mindset allows us to nurture the body and spirit in a way that supports our overall health and youthful appearance. Equally important in the equation of alignment is the spirit, the deepest part of ourselves that connects to a sense of purpose, meaning, and connection to something greater. Many people neglect the spiritual aspect of themselves in the pursuit of material success or external validation. However, when we ignore the spirit, we create a void that manifests in feelings of emptiness, burnout, or dissatisfaction. When the spirit is nourished through practices like meditation, mindfulness, prayer, or simply spending time in nature, we restore a sense of balance that nourishes both the mind and the body. This alignment allows us to live with a deeper sense of purpose and joy, which in turn radiates outward as youthful energy and vitality. Achieving alignment is not a one-time effort. It is an ongoing practice that requires attention and intention. It means making conscious choices every day to nurture the body, mind, and spirit in ways that support one another. It involves listening to the body's signals, being mindful of the thoughts we think, and connecting with our higher self or purpose. This balance allows us to stay grounded in the present moment, reducing stress and promoting peace. When body, mind, and spirit are aligned, we feel a deep sense of flow and coherence in our lives. We experience a natural sense of vitality and energy that transcends the aging process. The vitality that comes from alignment is not about resisting the passage of time, but embracing it with grace and ease, knowing that we are living in harmony with our true selves. True alignment of body, mind, and spirit is the key to unlocking boundless energy, timeless vitality, and a life full of purpose, joy, and youthfulness.